Good morning everyone. Today I am going to show the project demonstration using IoT platform. I am using the Blink app. You can see this app. It having one user access where you can give your one ID and password to access the monitoring systems. In order to get access, we will get authentication key from user and we can use this app for any purpose controlling any type of signals and controls. So as you can see, I am scrolling some of the features of this app: button, label, bridge, map, GPS. So I will show a demonstration using this. So you can see the blinking of this LED indicates our device get connected to the network. As you can see, my hotspot is on. I am using my own mobile network. So if I give a command signal 1, then the relay will be 1, and if I give a off, then relay will be off. So as you can see, I have also used email for messaging and notifications for alarm signal, and also I have used a database in order to store the data in future use. So as you can see, I am giving the command on and off signals. This is a servo regulator in order to control the speed of the fan. These are the notification. I have given my one email ID. So these are all the parameters you have to set before using these wizards. So you can see all the data has to be collected here. Database management system. So this app is very much user friendly and efficient. You can implement in home automation system. Our device is comprises of a virtual control plus manual control. So manual control also been shown after virtual control. If there is any network failure, the virtual control will not work. So in order to avoid discontinuity of operation, we have used a manual control plus. So now we are going to show the manual control. So here I use HDMI display, which having a serial bus communication with the Arduino. So as you can see, once the command has been given, the relay is on. This is manual control. So that's all about our project. Now I will be briefly going to discuss the other things related to our projects, like some of the softwares like NEXTION editor, Arduino IDE, and one of the IoT platform blynk. So as you can see, this is the hardware of our project. In this hardware I have used a charging circuit, MPPT, solar panel charging circuit, HDMI display, and Node MCU ESP8266 and relay module. So all the code and schematic will be available in my description link below, as you can check it. The main part of this video has been given in the previous video. Before going to implement your project, have a watch on time of my previous video, so you will know all the things in details. So this is a demonstration too. I have showing the output from the solar charger. So now I am going to show the installation or NEXTION editor, how it's work. So once you open, You have to set the parameters of your display. I am having 240 cross 230, so I will select in basic mode, basic one. I am having basic one, so I will select the first one only. These are the different types of HDMI display size based on size. So here you can see I have selected the first basic with 240 pixel and 320. So I will select the horizontal one. This is the orientation of the display, has to be display all the informations. So in the NEXTION editor we are having multiple tools like button, graph, waveform, slides, text, scrolling text, double state button, and many more. So as I am taking one by one, you can see the right side window shows all the parameters of each tools, properties, object name and ID. While doing coding, you have to be very much conscious about the ID number and object name. Later I will show how it's related to that object ID and name in this video. So as I have created my own project, I will open that one. This I am showing for demo purpose. As you can see, I have taken all the components, lights, button, switch, waveform, text. Now you have to add the font in order to have a design of a text. So I am editing one font with the 24 size. As you can select your font size, your choice. After editing font, you can also add a picture to your background of the display. Remember, the size of a picture should be required pixel of the display. So in details I have shown how to use NEXTION editor in my previous video. So before going to do project, you have a watch on time of my previous video. It's very important to know before going to implement any project. If you are familiar with the NEXTION editor, then you can make your own project with various command tools. So this is our font I have added. This video is going to be too long, so be patient to watch everything in detail. I have shown the demo also in this video in order to make you understand that how the NEXTION editor works. So after editing and making a page 1, page 2 and page 3, I will show the compilation and debugging also, and also uploading and testing. So this is my previous HDMI display. I have created 3 page with all the components. So now I am going to show one by one. So these are the components I have used. First page having all the waveforms, parameters, numbers and value has to be displayed. Text is scrolling, slides for brightness increase or decrease. Button is in order to give the commands to operate the relay, power switch, and some of the information has to be given to the user. I have used in third page gallery. and some of the button have used for going from first page to next page and then again back to the first page. So each command has been displayed here and with ID and object name. So each object having its own specific name and ID. Suppose it's as 0 slide means it's having as 01. Then as 0 will be, then button will be having B0. So every component I am showing its properties. Once you're familiar with the NEXTION tools, you can easily make out. Okay, now we will see the command for each button. Like I will print h button 0 dot value equals to 1 for making relay high and 0 for making relay low. So as you can see, each print having a different value. Here you can increase or decrease the text size as your requirement. So now I'm going to show like command used for each buttons and each numbers and each value has to be displayed in our Arduino code. So there is a two types of event, touch release event and touch press event. So each will have its own phenomena of working. Most of the time I have used a touch release event, and for brightness I have used a touch to event. So as you can see, at 0 dot value greater than 1, then the brightness will increase. This project is a complex of many more commands. If you want to learn, go through the NEXTION editor website guide. Everything explained in detail. So as you can see, first I have used all the double switch state button, and I have used the command for each button with a specific number and name. So button 1 I have used a 0 value for off means, and 1 value for on. So press and touch release. This is a double state switch button. You can clearly see that print B3 B4 dot val equals to 1 on 0, like that I have used. Back button I have used page 0 and next button I have used page 1. Again and again I am showing because this is a demonstration video. So this is size of a text, you can increase or decrease. For long text you give 1000. So this is a long text, so I have given a 1000 length of the string. And this is a page 0, home page, page 2. We will return to the final initial page. The corner right side will display the value of a graph, and the waveform will be displayed on this Cartesian graph sheet. So S01 waveform, S1, S2 and S4, S3. These are the ID number of this waveform, object name. So these are the tools to design our HDMI operating system: timer, variable, double step, button switch. This video become quite a long video. Actually, I want to show all the components I have used here with command and design and all those styles, font styles, picture editing, resizing waveform, resizing signals. So now we will going for compilation and debugging. So once you compile, if there is no compile error, means you have designed your HDMI display successfully. Now we will go for debugging in order to see the virtually the operating of your HDMI display. So as you can see, the text is scrolling, and next we'll give the next. This is a brightness control. Next we'll give the next page. Back will return to the. This is double step switch button. You can see all the values has been displayed. This is a display of displaying of a hex value. Back will give the back page, and the next, and then again next will give the next page. So like that you can put any information regarding your application of your project. Now you will create a TFT file in order to upload in your hardware. So once you create a TFT file, copy this file in your SD card. The size of SD card is almost acceptable up to 32 GB. So copy and paste in your SD card. After copying, insert it into your HDMI display SD card slot and give a 5-volt power supply. In order to download this TFT file into your display memory, once the downloading is started, it will show the copying of a percentage. After downloading, it will display successfully updated. Alternative, you can use your TFT or FTTDI uploader also, CP21002. I have used external SD card in order to make myself easy and convenient to upload the code in HDMI display. After uploading, again you give a power supply 5 volt. You can see the exact what you did in software, it is there in real time. So as I am giving command, it is operating. Now we'll come to the Arduino with having a link with the NEXTION editor code. So here is a demonstration code I have used in order to operate the double state switch button, and also for the graphs I will show each things in my code. You can find everything in my code. Make sure that the object name and ID should be as it is. So here is the ID I have used BT0, BT1, BT2 like this. It should not be changed in NEXTION editor. It will be same exactly in the NEXTION editor. So as you can see, after uploading this code in Arduino, you can test your project. I have already been tested several times in my project, so I successfully completed this project. For more details of uploading and downloading of these files, you can watch my previous video. I will provide all the files, TFT files and HMI files, and also I will guide you how to do everything in detail. Because of this long video, I cut short this video. So code will be available in my description, so you can take from there. This I am showing the ID number of this object to be working in this real time. ID1 of a graph 1 and 2, 3 like this. Each having components having its own ID. So be careful of taking the ID in your code. So I have used two softwares like Arduino IDE version 1.8.10 and NEXTION editor. Currently available NEXTION editor you can use, there is no issue. The installation of NEXTION editor and Arduino IDE I have shown in my previous video. There is a need of some configuration in the Arduino IDE in order to compile the code for NEXTION editor. So make sure that you watch my previous video so that you should not have any error in this video during compilation of your code and execution of your project. So that's all about my projects. I will see you next time in next project. The previous project of this video I will provide link here, so you can directly go to the previous project, previous video, where you can have a detailed explanation of NEXTION editor plus Arduino IDE. Thank you for watching my videos, and don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.